Healthcare accounts for nearly 5% of global emissions. Within that footprint, the pharmaceutical industry operates a massive, highly complex network of continuous-run factories, testing laboratories, and energy-intensive cold-chain logistics. For years, the industry approached this footprint as an exercise in corporate social responsibility. Sustainability meant reducing paper use, installing solar panels, and publishing annual environmental, social, and governance reports. This creates a dangerous blind spot. A company can publish a flawless, highly polished sustainability report while continuing to operate inefficient cleanrooms, carbon-intensive supply chains, and processes that hemorrhage solvent waste. Remaining competitive requires moving past disclosures and into the core of the business, the operating model. Green Pharma 4.0 shifts the objective from what a company reports to how it actually operates. Compliance reporting without operational decarbonization is an obsolete strategy. It leaves the enterprise exposed to volatile energy costs and tightening supply chain regulations that a static PDF can mitigate. This architecture illustrates the three strategic pillars of Green Pharma 4.0: circular supply chains, carbon cost intelligence, and energy-optimized manufacturing. Surrounding these is the non-negotiable boundary of the pharmaceutical industry. Every operational change must strictly adhere to good manufacturing practices and patient safety requirements. This requires rigorous cross-functional governance. Changes to product design, packaging, and facility utilities must be green by design without ever compromising quality by design. Global health authorities are already signaling this operational shift. The World Health Organization is actively encouraging transformative action toward cleaner production techniques, supply chain transparency, and sustainable procurement standards. For a sustainability initiative to survive in this heavily regulated environment, it must pass a strict tripartite test. It must reduce environmental impact, preserve product quality, and create measurable business value. Most of a pharmaceutical company's environmental impact sits far outside its own factory gates. These are Scope 3 emissions, hidden within raw material procurement, outsourced manufacturing, and global distribution. Look at this linear pharmaceutical life cycle of extraction, production, and disposal. Scope 3 emissions live at the extremes, upstream with material suppliers and downstream in logistics. To manage this, the supply chain is rewired for risk-based circularity, retaining value through material recovery and reusable loops. You see the scale of the optimization opportunity here in temperature-controlled logistics. Implementing returnable transport models and reducing the weight of smart secondary packaging significantly lowers the carbon burden of distribution. But the GMP constraint applies here too. Circular packaging loops and reverse logistics can never introduce contamination risk, compromise sterility, or bypass anti-counterfeiting serialization. Achieving Scope 3 circularity is an exercise in building capability. Large pharma companies must collaborate closely with their suppliers to share data and establish renewable energy contracts across the entire ecosystem. Circularity begins at the genesis point of the product lifecycle. Green chemistry must be integrated during R&D and initial active pharmaceutical ingredient synthesis. Process engineers target specific metrics at this stage, substituting hazardous solvents for safer alternatives, improving atom economy, and aggressively lowering process mass intensity. These complex physical and chemical transformations dictate the energy load of the entire downstream supply chain. Redesigning a synthetic process to require fewer steps, run at lower temperatures, or utilize continuous processing yields massive reductions in hazardous waste, which directly translates into significant financial savings. Molecules must be designed for technical efficacy, cost, safety, and full life cycle resilience. Carbon is rapidly transitioning from a high-level environmental metric into a direct operational cost and a strategic risk variable. This ledger shows how pharmaceutical CFOs traditionally evaluate profitability. Unit cost is calculated by summing materials, labor, overhead, and quality controls. That formula is now incomplete. Carbon costs introduce a new multiplier to the equation, forcing companies to track a carbon-adjusted unit cost. Today, regulatory momentum is accelerating this shift. The European Union's Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism aligns domestic production with carbon costs on imports, sending a clear financial signal through the global supply chain. Even if specific pharmaceutical products avoid direct tariffs today, companies are heavily exposed through the embedded carbon in their industrial inputs, equipment, and energy-intensive packaging materials. The modern financial mandate requires forecasting how this carbon-adjusted cost will impact margins under future energy volatility and supplier transition risks. To model this accurately, carbon accounting must stop relying on broad estimates and integrate real-time operational data straight from the factory floor. Pharmaceutical manufacturing sites draw immense amounts of power to maintain systems like water for injection, constant sterilization, and strict environmental controls. You cannot simply dial down environmental controls or reduce air change rates to save power. Doing so blindly violates GMP conditions and jeopardizes patient safety. The solution relies on smart factory architecture, manufacturing execution systems, IoT sensors, and advanced analytics process equipment data to identify hidden inefficiencies that humans cannot see. This is a process digital twin. Simulating the cleanroom isolates invisible utility layers like HVAC and steam. It applies a thermal layer to locate waste, pinpointing idle load consumption. With this data, AI batch scheduling resolves imbalances, flattening peak energy demand without touching validated parameters. Predictive maintenance takes this further. By tracking microscopic changes in vibration and pressure, the system repairs equipment before it enters a high-friction, energy-draining state. These digital models also enable facilities to integrate renewable energy sources efficiently, timing their most power-intensive manufacturing processes to align with peak on-site solar generation or off-site power availability. The cleanest, most cost-effective unit of energy in a pharmaceutical facility is the unit that digital foresight prevents you from consuming in the first place. Zooming out from the factory floor, these three pillars, circular supply chains, carbon cost, and energy optimization, must function as a single, synchronized enterprise system. This requires replacing the static annual ESG report with a dynamic, board-level operational dashboard. The C-suite uses this interface to monitor real-time data that impacts the balance sheet, carbon intensity by site, Scope 3 supplier maturity, and the actual sustainability investment ROI. Building and maintaining this intelligence requires a dedicated sustainability value office, connecting finance, quality assurance, procurement, and digital teams under one objective. Isolated green projects do not scale. Sustainability must be governed, measured, and optimized as an enterprise-wide performance system. Implementing this system begins with a strict 90-day action plan. 30 days to baseline current operations, 60 days to prioritize enterprise opportunities based on carbon reduction potential and cost savings, and 90 days to build a fully costed, board-ready roadmap. The critical first step is assessing the exact availability of your Scope 1, 2, and 3 data, alongside your readiness for looming regulatory reporting mandates. But the technology will sit idle without workforce transformation. Operating this model requires role-based upskilling across the entire company, training engineers and executives alike in carbon literacy, green chemistry, and digital twin analytics. Green Pharma 4.0 proves that the industry does not have to choose between patient health and planetary health. Both can be engineered into the same operating model. By 2030, leadership will be defined by the ability to systematically design operations that are as resource efficient and resilient as they are productive.